Deep within every human being, there burns a flame. Not a physical fire, but a spiritual one, a spark of divine consciousness waiting to be awakened. Over a century ago, a young mystic named Manly P. Hall wrote The Initiates of the Flame, a book that reveals how this inner light can transform not just individuals, but civilizations. What if the key to spiritual awakening has been hidden in plain sight all along, within you? Today, we're diving into the timeless wisdom of this esoteric classic and exploring why its message is more relevant than ever. The spiritual flame. Hall begins with a powerful metaphor, the spiritual flame. This flame represents divine consciousness, the eternal spark of life that resides within every soul. But this flame is not guaranteed to shine. It must be nurtured, protected, and ultimately allowed to grow. Just as an initiate in the ancient mystery schools guarded their lamp through the dark, we too are called to tend the light within us. Hall suggests that the difference between a life lived unconsciously and one lived with spiritual purpose is simply whether this inner flame is asleep or awake. And here's the question. Is your flame being dimmed by the noise of the world, or are you learning to make it burn brighter? Initiation and self-mastery. The next key theme is initiation. But don't think of initiation as a secret ceremony in a hidden temple. Hall describes it as a journey within, a path of self-discovery, discipline, and mastery. True initiation is not bestowed by an external authority, it's earned through inner work. Each challenge, each moment of clarity, each act of courage becomes a step closer to awakening the higher self. By refining our thoughts, actions, and intentions, we slowly align ourselves with that spiritual flame until it guides us, not just lights us. Hall's message is both ancient and empowering. You don't need permission to begin. The temple door is inside of you, and when you step through that inner door, the world outside begins to change, too. Historical and cultural insights. What makes the Initiates of the Flame truly remarkable is how Hall weaves together wisdom from ancient Egypt, alchemical traditions, and spiritual philosophies across time. He reminds us that the flame has many names: the Egyptian fire of Ra, the alchemical lamp, the sacred fires of Greece and Persia. Across civilizations, this same truth was protected and passed down like a torch from hand to hand. Hall shows us that spiritual awakening is not tied to any one culture or creed. It's a universal inheritance, a timeless invitation. These symbols are not relics, they're reminders. They point to something eternal within each of us. So why does this matter now? Because in a world of endless distractions, remembering the flame is an act of rebellion. Choosing initiation over inertia is how we transform not just ourselves, but society. Hall's message isn't just spiritual, it's practical. It calls us to become conscious, to master ourselves, and to carry the flame forward. If this message resonates with you, consider reading The Initiates of the Flame for yourself. It's not a long book, but its wisdom runs deep, like the flame it describes. And remember, no one else can awaken your inner fire. That journey is yours alone. If you enjoyed this exploration, hit subscribe, give this video a like, and share it with someone who's ready to remember their own light. This is just the beginning of our journey. Follow along to gain deeper insights, inner truths, and deeper understanding of the world around and within you. As above, so below. As within, so without. Until next time, keep the flame alive.